Hey guys, Patrioticstacker here, and in this video today we're going to be rating the best gold coins that you can buy. As you can see here, we have the best, good, okay, and trash. We have American Gold Eagles, American Gold Buffaloes, Canadian Gold Maple Leafs, Royal Mint Britannias, South African Krugerrands, Australian Kangaroos, and Mexican Libertads. So, 7 outstanding gold coins. Let's start off with the American Gold Eagle. So I'm going to put the American Gold Eagle in the best category. By far the most important gold coin you can stack. It's well known. It's recognized. It's just a great gold coin. Up next, we have the American Gold Buffalo. I'm also going to put that at the top tier as well, right along the Gold Eagle. They're just American Gold, and American Gold is the best gold you can buy. It's just got a huge backing and very popular among stackers in the community. And those two coins are very hard to beat, so we're going to put them both at the top category. So up next, we have the Canadian Maple Leaf. Now, if I'm not buying Eagles or Buffaloes, I will buy Maple Leaf. So I'm not going to put the Maple Leaf at the top, even though they are great quality coins. They are beautiful. It's not quite there where the American Gold is. So we're going to put that in the good category. So second choice. Along with the Royal Mint Britannias, I will also put the Royal Mint Britannias in the good category. They're getting up there, but they're not quite at the level as the American Gold Eagle or the American Gold Buffaloes. So that's also going to go in the good category, in my opinion. And again, guys, this is just my opinion, my thoughts. And we have the South African Krugerrand. Even though it's the most oldest gold bullion coin, they introduced them in 1967. So they have a really good backing. But by design, they're kind of plain. But the Krugerrand definitely has its spot in our community. Up next, we have the Perth Mint Kangaroo. Not my favorite, even though the Perth Mint puts out some beautiful gold. Just not my favorite. I don't really care for the designs, but that's just my thoughts. And last but not least, the Mexican Gold Libertads, one of the most beautiful coins out there. I'm going to put it in a good category, and that's just because the Libertads have a very, very high premium. Not ideal for stacking. But there we go, guys. That's my rating on these 7 beautiful gold coins. I know people may have a different idea or think differently, but no offense. That's just my rating, my thoughts. I appreciate you guys watching. And make sure you comment down below and let me know your thoughts. And sorry for my voice. I have a cold. Probably not the best to listen to right now. But before you guys go, I want to share this company with you guys, so stay tuned and you can win some free silver.
My name is Amandeep Singh. I'm the VP of Corporate Development. I see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd, and some faces we hope to like to add to our West Red Lake family, and love to have you guys as shareholders. In terms of the vision of our company, we wanted to create effectively the most significant pure play Red Lake focused exploration and development story. We'll go through this a recent transaction that we made, but with our recent transaction, that vision is becoming more and more of a reality, as we are arguably the most significant junior player in the area. In terms of on our acquisition, the value proposition there, we wanted to make an accretive acquisition that gave the company multiple paths forward to create value. With the acquisition of the Madsen mine, we've got a permitted mine with no debt, modern infrastructure, a robust resource open to expansion in all directions, and it's arguably in one of the best and safest jurisdictions in the world, and that's Red Lake, Ontario. In terms of the transaction considerations, we acquired the Madsen project for $6.5 million cash, $10 million in stock, and we issued a 1% royalty in favor of Sprott Resource Lending. We did concurrently launch a financing and had an overwhelming amount of demand. We finally closed on $25 million after receiving over $50 million in demand on the deal. When you look at that and you look at that demand that we got from the investment community, I think it really showed a positive buy-in to our vision and what it is that we're trying to achieve and our path forward. Because I can assure you, acquiring a project like Madsen, it for sure comes with its skeptics and questions. And us, before we walked into that acquisition, we asked ourselves the same things. The word transformative is thrown around a lot, but this truly, in our opinion, was a transformative acquisition. 3 weeks ago, West Red Lake, we had a third the ounces, we had half the land position, and certainly didn't have the $273 million in tax assets. So in this acquisition, we have just overnight grown the company tremendously. At one point in time, the Madsen mine, it commanded a peak market cap of north of $1 billion, and we look to recapture all of that, if not more. All right. This just gives you a sense of wow. That was all right. This gives you a sense of our project portfolio. We've got the Rowan project, is what was originally part of West Red Lake, and the Madsen Gold project. Again, it just shows you how close the two projects are. They're 15 kilometers apart from one another. And as we move this project forward, we look to develop certain synergies and then hopefully exploit them as we move it forward. What you're looking at here, this is a map of the Madsen project. What you're seeing in red there is effectively the current resource. That's the surface expression of the resource. But really, what I'm trying to illustrate with this is, one, if you look at our neighbors, a number of past producing mines, a number of deposits in the area, but there's 47 square kilometers of ground, and the bulk of the drilling has been in and around the existing Madsen mine site. So again, we have the ability to add ounces near mine and certainly on a regional scale. In terms of, I mentioned it before, we are the benefactors of significant investment to date. Over $350 million has been invested into this, and having been there and seen the infrastructure, this is second to none. This was a world-class mine that was developed by the guys, and I think, when the previous operators won Developer of the Year that year, their work is clearly demonstrated in what it is that we managed to acquire. And this is the new mill. This is effectively the crown jewel of it. $80 million was spent on the mill there. Nameplate capacity of 800 tons per day. With modest investment, we can increase that to 1,500 tons per day. And again, when you look at the production records from Pure Gold, despite what happened with that story, regardless of the grade that was put through this mill, they had always achieved north of 95% recoveries. So again, it is a brilliantly engineered piece of equipment, and we couldn't be happier to get it. Again, to address, I suppose, the elephant in the room, or questions that a lot of the investment community will have. Really, these are questions we asked ourselves too. What went wrong with the previous operators, and what are we going to do differently? I think when we did a deep dive into how the project was financed and how it was put together, we noticed that everything that was done there was geared towards a sale process. In fact, people that are closer to the project, they'll know that there were a number of competing bids at the time to acquire Pure Gold at the time, but that drove a certain operating culture. Certain capital expenditures, they were pushed into the operating costs. For instance, primary crushers were not owned by the company. They were rented. The fleet that was rented, the camp was rented. When we acquired this project, we were able to put a 1% royalty on the project in favor of Sprott Resource Lending. Again, these are just indicators showing where management's sort of focus was at the time. And when that sale process didn't go through with very restrictive debt covenants, you're forced to put into a project into production on time, on budget, and oftentimes you have some missteps. In terms of what we're going to do, you guys know in this business there are two luxuries that are not often afforded to companies. Those luxuries being the luxury of time and the luxury of a robust balance sheet. Well, we here at West Red Lake, through our supportive shareholders, happen to have those. We acquired the project. We do not have any restrictive debt covenants. We are given the luxury of time to de-risk the project in the most effective and most appropriate way. And we have a balance sheet. We just recently we raised $25 million. We're gonna, when all that is said and done, we'll have a treasury position of about $20 million. And again, as we advance this thing, there will be more capital required. And I think the group of investors, especially led by gentlemen like Frank Justra and a number of other mining entrepreneurs, I think we have the ability to continue financing this. But when it comes to what it is that we're going to do, our primary focus will be de-risking the resource. So 70% of our drilling is going to be focused on resource expansion. 30% of that drilling is going to go towards infill drilling and filling in a lot of those geologic gaps that existed in the resource. Given a significant level of comfort and when we feel appropriate, that is when the restart planning will happen, and hopefully we look to execute sometime down the road a restart and bring Madsen back to, a new improved Madsen back to even greater heights than it once was. To give you a sense of the near mine potential, what you're seeing here is the resource. The Derlac Zone, Austin, South Austin, these are high-grade zones that...
So I hope you guys all enjoyed the clip, and I hope you all learned a little something about West Red Lake gold mines. I will have their website in the description, their tinker symbol, if you want to buy any stocks, invest in West Red Lake mines. Obviously, do your due diligence, do your homework. You don't want to just listen to some guy on YouTube. You definitely want to do your own research. I'm not telling you what to buy, but yeah, guys, it's very important to be well diversified in your portfolio, right? Stocks, precious metals, real estate, and this is just another way to get you more diversified. But all right, guys, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and Patrioticstacker will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.